the position size calculator that you can use using QuickTrade's match trade platform, okay? And this is going to help you to choose a position size for any markets that are available on the QuickTrade match trade platform. We will move right over here in the position size calculator, and you will see there's a tab called Position Size Calculator, MTR, which is match trade. Position Size Calculator, MTR, Index and Commodities. So this is not Forex, this is Index and Commodities. The Forex, you can see over here on the other tab, which says Position Size Calculator, FX, MTR. Let's say your portfolio is $10,250 US. The risk percentage per CFD is 0.5%. So the max risk is $51. The market you're going to be trading is gold. So remember, the most important thing is white cells are the ones that you type in. It's the input. The yellow cells will calculate for you. So you put in your portfolio, which is 10,250 or whatever your portfolio is. You put in the risk percentage per CFD, 0.5%. So the max risk is $51. The market you're trading is gold. The type of trade is to buy or sell. So to go long, you press that. To go short, you press this. So remember, to go long, you're buying gold at a low price, you're selling at a high price, and you're profiting in between. When you go short, you're selling at a high price and you're buying at a low price and you're profiting in between, okay? So it gives you the options to do both. The minimum quantity is 0.01. The contract size is 1. So on your match trader platform, you will see that there will be a nice sign saying XAU USD. So over here you can see that it will say XAU USD, which is the symbol for gold. You'll be able to buy or sell according to whatever the price is. If you click on new order, it will tell you what the volume is, so that minimum quantity that you put in the calculator. And it will show you the required margin, which in this case is $33.55 US. You'll choose whether you want to buy or sell. You'll click on new order. Where it says volume is the minimum volume that you can trade. So you can put that in the calculator, 0.01. And if you can trade more based on your portfolio size, you will increase that volume, 0.02, 1, 0.10. It'll calculate for you. And then the required margin is how much money you need to put in to trade gold. And remember, it's a deposit, so you will get that money back, except what has been risked between the entry and the stop loss. So now let's go back to the calculator. And we know that the market is gold. We're selling or going short. The minimum quantity is 0.01. There's the number. The initial margin per CFD is 33.5, which is over here. The entry price, we put 3350. The stop loss price is 3360. So 3350 and the stop loss is 3360 because we are shorting. And then the take profit is 3330. Okay? So what I like trading with gold is that $10 risk, $20 reward. 1 to 2 risk to reward. And if the price is trading between 3350 and 3348, we can get into the position because the max entry is 1 to 1.5, which means that if you are trading with a 1 to 1.5 ratio, it is still going to be profitable using the match trader system. The gearing is just under 100. The initial margin per CFD, 33.5 US dollars. There it is. Required margin 33.55. You typed it over here. The initial margin, total CFDs, is $167. The risk in trade is $10. So remember, the entry minus the stop loss is $10. It's the absolute value, which means positive. And the risk value per point per CFD is $1. So with 0.01, every point that moves against you, you lose $1. Every point that goes for you, you gain $1. If you are trading 0.02, then the risk value is $2 risk, $2 reward per point. The risk in trade per CFD is $10, as we know, and the risk in trade is 0.5. So the position size is 0.05. So you will type in 0.05 in here, 0.05 here. And then you can sell or buy whichever you want, and you can put in your stop loss and take profit. So that is how to trade index and commodities. And you can put gold, you can put whatever index is available on MatchTrader, whatever crypto, they have crypto on MatchTrader, okay? So QuickTrade, MatchTrade work very hand in hand. Velocity Herenia is for JSE stocks, JSE indices, and maybe some Forex trades. MatchTrader is for indices, for commodities at a much cheaper price, and also you're trading with US dollars, so instead of rands, which is also protecting your position. How to use QuickTrade MatchTrader position size calculator for trading Forex. So you go to the position size calculator and you move to this tab over here called position size calculator FXMTR. And remember, with this position size calculator, it's for Forex. So the white cells you put in, the yellow cells will calculate for you. So we'll start with a portfolio value of 10,250. We'll risk 0.5% of our portfolio, which is $51, and the portfolio value is $10,250. Is it a Forex trade? Yes, it is. Or yes, with JPY or ZAR. Remember, JPY is 0.00, and without JPY, it's 0.0000. So it just makes your life easier for calculations. So the Forex market in this case will do is NZD USD, New Zealand dollar versus United States dollar. And I'm choosing this because it's a tricky currency, so that if you get this right, you can get all the other currencies right. The type of trade is to buy or go long. And if you go sell or go short, you click on that. The minimum quantity is 0.01, okay? And the initial margin per CFD is $6, $6.02. So if we zoom in, buy NZD USD in the MatchTrader platform, there will be sell and buy, all right? Now, before you click on buy, you will click on new order. The new order will tell you what the minimum volume is. So you can choose 0.01, 0.2, whatever you want. And here is the required margin, okay? So you can click on this new order button and it will tell you what the minimum volume is, and you can put it in, and what the required margin is. You choose the minimum quantity, 0.01 in this case. The initial margin is $6. The entry price is 0.6488. The stop loss price is 0.6468. The take profit price is 0.6527. The risk to reward is 1 to 2 or 1.99. The gearing is quite high because the initial margin is very low. So you put in very little money in order to trade the NZD USD. So the initial margin is $6. The initial margin total CFD is $156. The risk in trade is 19.70 points or pips. So it's the entry price minus the stop loss price, and it gives you the risk in trade. The risk value per CFD or pip value is $0.10. So every point that moves against you, you lose $0.10. Every point that moves for you, you gain $0.10. Risk in trade per CFD is 1.97. The risk in trade total is 51.22. Okay, so the position size in this case is 0.260. So you will type over here 0.26, and that will be the position size that you will be trading with the NZD USD. The most important thing is this over here. It's called the exchange rate. If you're trading the NZD USD, you need to know what the NZD USD is. So in this case, 0.60. You can go to Google and type NZD/USD. And then USD is USD/USD, which is 1 to 1, okay, which is obvious. Other currencies, you can see here, the AUD/USD, whatever that is, the AUD/CHF, the AUD/USD, and over here, the second box. So I've broken this down into the first box and the second box. And the position size is what you need. So remember, when you're trading the USD/USD, that's 1 to 1, NZD/USD, because we have a USD portfolio. And that is how you trade the new position size calculator, Match Trader calculator.